Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Hey guys, welcome to Like Water for Chocolate. It is Lex Love, and I do not have Truth with me today because she had her women's luncheon, and it looked like it was amazing. I will be sure to be at the next one. It's going to be in December, so look out for that. You can find us on our IG and Twitter. It's Like Water for Chocolate Podcast. You can find us on Snapchat and then our Facebook page. So I have two guests with me today, filling Truth's shoes. I have Angelina.
Hi, everybody.
And Miss Choice.
Hello.
And we're going to have girl talk today. We have our wine in front of us. You know, I had to hit the blunt one time. And so, yeah, we're just going to have girl talk and sip our wine and talk that shit because that's what we do.
Yes.
And we do it anyway. So we're just going to bring you guys into it because we know you can relate to a lot of these topics. So we wanted to start off talking about online dating. The pros, the cons, the horror stories, the ups and the downs. We want to get into it. And, you know, a lot of people might say that they don't online date, but it's like, if it's Facebook, it's online dating, right? Like that has no difference. Exactly. It's the same shit everywhere. Right. So that's why we're going to, I guess it's taboo, right? Some people would say. So we're just going to talk about the real stuff because we know everybody can relate. So what do you guys go to for like your preferred site, I guess you would say?
Mine is Tinder. I've been on Tinder for the past 4 years, off and on. It's like, it's addicting. It is addicting.
When did Tinder start, like, officially? Like, when did it come out?
I'm not for certain. Like, I think it was probably 2013, maybe.
Okay. So you maybe jumped on about a year or so after it came out.
I got introduced to it by one of my friends, and then I never stopped.
Okay. So you've met people then on Tinder.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay, and what would you say if there is a pro to Tinder? Well, it's got to be because it's your favorite site.
Yeah.
So what's the pros?
The pro on Tinder is you don't speak to everybody. So you have to match with that person, vice versa, in order for you guys to even have a conversation.
What's the criteria for, like, matching?
You just read people's profiles.
Okay.
So, and it's like...
their interests.
And if they don't have anything, because a lot of them don't, then really it's just based off of your attraction, right? So you swipe right if you like them and left if you don't.
Okay.
So now they got all this other stuff, like people will super like you so they can converse with you right away. Okay. You know, so there's different things that they're bringing.
That's like hopping in someone's DM.
Right.
Like giving them a heart on Facebook.
Right.
Oh,
okay. You're not going to have a choice to talk to me like I'm hitting you up type of thing.
Oh, okay. And Choice, you're on Tinder too?
No, never been on Tinder.
No?
Never.
So what's your preferred then?
My preferred is POF.
POF, Plenty of Fish. Yeah, I've heard of it. I think I was on there for like a week or something. Really? Yeah, I think I was. Okay.
I get on and get off. Same thing for about the last, let's see. I think the last 3 years, 4 years. I get on and get off. I'll stay on a week, get off.
How did you hear about Plenty of Fish? Through a friend?
My sister.
Oh, yeah?
She's a serial onliner.
Okay.
Like, seriously.
Was this your first time getting on a dating site? Or had you been on some?
That was the first time ever when she introduced it to me.
Yeah.
So, about I want to say 4 years. 4 years ago, but yeah, it was my first time. And she's, like I said, she's a serial onliner. So POF is my preferred. The other ones they confuse me. Like Badu and Meet Me and they all confuse me. But POF is pretty cutthroat. So.
Okay, got it. And do you guys have some cons to the sites?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Where should we start? Do the cons come from the people you've met? And the just bad situation.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Has there ever been anything that was like a serious relationship that came out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was.
Some things that really like intervene with your life.
Right.
Yes. I had 2 of them.
And what happened with that?
The first one I was with him. So yeah, it has been longer than.
Yeah, she's thinking about it. She's like, wait a minute, that nigga was in my life. When was it?
Because he was in my life 4.5 years. The first one.
Okay,
So yeah, but I didn't. Okay, I lied. POF was not my first. DH was my first because that's where I met him. Was DH date hookup. He was my first. That date hookup was my first. That's why I met him. Okay. That relationship lasted 4.5 years. Second one was POF.
Got you.
And that relationship lasts.
And are these guys in Vegas? Is what I want to know.
They
are.
It lasts 7 months. The second relationship.
Not mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like I said, some.
Yeah. How long would be your longest thing that you've been dealing with?
4 years since I started.
4 years.
Yeah, because he was like one of the first that I met on there.
Yeah. And that did not turn good.
No. It has pros and it has cons, but it's not a really good situation.
Do you guys think that these situations would happen no matter if it was offline, online?
Oh, absolutely.
It's just because of the person at the end of the day.
Yes.
And why do you think that they seek the online dating?
Probably for the same reasons.
You think so?
Loneliness, wanting, needing.
So
same reasons.
And if these guys or girls if they are in relationships and then you find out later, do you think they were on there because of loneliness and all that still?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can be in a relationship and be completely lonely.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you are fulfilled. You know what I mean?
Right,
you can be completely lonely. Absolutely.
And why do you think they stay after meeting you?
You fulfill something that they're not getting from that other person.
So they're looking for it in different people.
Absolutely.
Or like in my situation, it's not exactly what he was looking for. He didn't expect to catch feelings. But that's what ended up happening.
Right.
Which is con.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so after situations where they're so impactful like that, like what would you guys say to having the hope still that you can hop back on and find someone?
I think that's what intrigues you. That's what pulls you back in, the hope.
Yeah.
That he was a jerk, but maybe there's not another jerk on there. That's what pulls you back in, because the con is that you're putting yourself out there. The pro is that you're hoping that whatever you find is real, which is, it's a slim chance.
And do you think we've come to a point in life where it's just easier and more convenient to do it that way?
Yeah.
Nowadays, yes.
Yeah. Because I find it when you go out, and I don't know if this is our age or what have you, and who's really out there, but a bunch of kids running around, especially here in Vegas. A bunch of kids running around getting drunk.
Yeah.
So like what? They tell you go out and meet someone, and it's like, well, everywhere I go, it's the yearning in me to want to be in a relationship. So I'm frequenting places where people in relationships should be.
Right.
Because I'm not trying to party with the 21-year-olds in the clubs getting drunk every night. So if I'm going there, how am I finding people? So I hop online, right? I think that's the intentions behind online dating. I think there's the bad apples that come in and just make it fucked for everybody in the whole situation. It might turn you off to it, but then you have to think about like, okay, but that's one bad apple out of the bunch. And that's in life in general.
Exactly.
Because I can run into a bunch of...
I call them representatives. That's what they're called. People who portray to be something and they're completely the opposite.
Yeah.
And they believe their own lies. Trust me when I tell you they do.
Yeah, that's
They've
good.
lied so much that
they
actually
have
believe.
to continue with it.
Yeah.
And the lie is huge. this is not something that is small. It's a really big lie.
Yeah.
And
like
it's
your whole life. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
you're lying about being a firefighter. You're lying about trying to save people. Are you serious?
This nigga's putting out fires. He's getting cats out of trees.
Yes.
All right.
One time, I'm telling you, Choice, I don't know if I told you the story, but one time we passed by one of those Pollo Mobiles, right?
Okay.
And it
The
was
food trucks.
Uh-huh. And do you know that he was going to act like he was about to pull over and help these
and
people?
find out why the place was on
His
fire?
head, girl.
Oh my God.
It's
all in his head.
You are really in character.
Yes, full blown. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
They lie so much that they believe they're
He is a
so.
thespian. He's
Even-
a real
even
good
one
actor.
time when I said, let me verify. Which one do you work on? Do you know he picked one that was off of Buffalo and Washington or something? He had it down. Like, he knew what he was doing. I was like, wow.
There is a fire. There is one on Buffalo and Washington.
Yes, there is.
That's hilarious.
He was like, don't call
Yeah,
him.
he has.
Yeah.
Wow, he goes over and beyond for this lie.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
This nigga got boots at the door. I bet you.
Right.
That's crazy.
You got your old outfit? Where's that?
Would you say, okay, is that the craziest thing that has happened?
That's the craziest.
That's crazy as fuck,
That's
actually.
the craziest.
How about you? You got a horror story choice? Maybe not as intense as lying about being a firefighter, but maybe there's something.
Right.
Because that's crazy.
I don't know.
It just ends up being a sticky situation.
It does.
No big.
Like the one I met off DH, the 4.5 year, it was real intense. It was intense. There was a lot of things I found out later.
Yeah.
that were not true,
Right.
you know. But it's like by that time you're already sucked in. You already love them.
Gosh.
You already feel like
So did you fall in love with the lie?
you did. It was all a lie. Like everything. And then once you found, you know, the thing about it is you're putting yourself out there. You're being vulnerable. Like, and they know that. They find you in a very vulnerable state. A lot of men that go online that just want to pray, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know your vulnerability. They know the reason why you're there. One of the reasons why is because either it's your esteem, it's your past relationship, it's your current situation, whatever it is. They know it. So a lot of them will play on that. They'll feed on it. And once they get in and they know they're in, that's when the wall starts crumbling down. That's when you start to see, oh, that wasn't true. Oh, you did that? Oh, that's how you really feel? But you're already sucked in.
You're already invested in this
Yeah,
person.
You're invested.
Yeah.
You're invested. And I mean, it's to the level where now you've lost yourself.
Yeah. All the things you would normally do. Yeah.
So you know, when you go online, you know that Choice doesn't like this. Choice doesn't like that. Choice is not into this. Choice is not into that. But when you get this person in your life, now all of a sudden Choice is not sure if her favorite color is purple. She's not sure if she likes spaghetti. She's not sure if she actually likes to go out to the club.
Right.
You start to second guess who you are because you start to live their life.
Yes.
Everything that you have is surrounded around them.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes to the club, so I go to the club.
Right.
Oh, his favorite color is red, so my favorite color is red. Oh, he likes to eat spaghetti, so I do like to eat spaghetti.
Right.
So you start to live their life, and you really forget that, wow, on Tuesdays I used to go visit my grandparents. I can't remember the last time I went to go visit my grandparents. On Wednesdays I had Bible study. Can't remember the last time I went to Bible study.
Yeah.
So you really start to live their life. You start to live through them.
Yeah.
Hoping that you'll get something out of it, like a marriage, a commitment. And at the end, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. And it's something for you it's very hard for you to accept.
Right.
And a lot of times, you still don't accept it, even after you've accepted it, quote unquote. So.
Do you think that sometimes they are telling a lie that they really, really wish was true?
Yes, absolutely.
Like maybe their current situation, I don't know, what have you. just doesn't allow for it. Maybe there's an obligation there. Maybe I feel so deep into it I can't get out of it. But in a perfect life, this is how it would be.
Yes. Absolutely.
And what do you do with those guys? What do you do with those guys?
After you've woken up and realized, oh shit, I'm in some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You deal.
Do you give some space?
I don't think it doesn't affect me the way that it affects her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take personally to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now when something comes up that I didn't know or whatever, I'm just like, I'm done and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm at that point now, but I'm speaking then.
Yeah. When
I'm
it's
there,
in the
I'm
moment.
there with her now.
Yeah. When
but
it was
before,
in the moment.
Yeah. Totally, yeah. But I'm there now. Now I have no tolerance. I have a short fuse. I'm done. Oh.
You got tired.
Yeah.
You got tired.
Oh, you're really a girl. Okay, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get to that point. Because you get numb. You get numb. And anything that crosses you after that, you're numb.
Yeah. It just bounces off you.
Yeah, it's like a piece of lint. You take it off your clothes and throw it to the side and keep it pushing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So then what's the hopes now? Like, what do you guys foresee in the future? Do you guys have kids? Any kids?
I have kids.
You know I don't have kids.
You got to tell the listeners.
I have kids.
No.
Fortunately and unfortunately. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I do. I have kids.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them because they go through with you.
They see the good, the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when you've had a bad day, they see your bad day.
Yeah.
When you've been heartbroken, they see your broken heart. And it's very hard to separate the two. Like, you want to make sure that they're protected as well. In the end, we all try. I would say 9 times out of 10, we don't do a good job. Because it's hard to separate the two.
Yeah.
When you've become involved with somebody and you feel like, oh, this is going to be good, this is going to be a good thing, you introduce them to your family, of course. You take them around your kids, of course.
Yeah.
But in the end, when it turns out bad, they're affected too.
Sure.
In the moment, you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about, oh, my kids are affected. You're not thinking about it. You're thinking about you because you're the one who's hurt. You're the one who found this out. You're the one. But in the background, you have the kids standing there thinking, oh, look at mom. This happened, that happened. And you think they don't know, but they know. So it's hard because you try to protect them, but you can't always protect them. So when you going forward now, you wait. You don't bring the person around. You wait. And it's hard to wait because what if you're really into this person? You have kids. The kids are going to always be there. They're going to always be a major part of your daily life. But you want to wait. You don't want to bring this person around.
Right.
But then it gets so intense that they come around.
Yeah, you're thinking you don't want to sabotage something that might actually be the one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then hopefully everything works out. But again, you learn. So I've learned to not move so fast.
Right.
Not proceed without caution.
Got you. That's a good one. And you with no kids, do you think that affects the way that you deal with things? Just in a sense of more so where you just like, oh, fuck it. Like.
Well, yeah, because if I had children, I would still be weary about bringing them around just anybody. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I got more morals than that.
Right.
That won't happen.
Yeah. Do you think that you do that in general? Anyways, just living alone. You're just like, maybe.
Kinda it's easier to detach yourself.
Right.
Than to have to deal with it. I just turned 32. I'm in a space where I'm like, I'm done with all of that. If I don't like where the conversation is going, I'm cutting it.
Absolutely.
If I don't like how this is ending up, I'm cutting you.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm just at that space.
That's good. Yeah.
And some of them don't believe you.
Because they're still in the game that you're already trying to get out of. You're done with that
and
shit.
They become like super intrigued when you're still entertaining or when they think that they have you like that.
It's a game.
Right.
It is. It's a chase.
It is a game.
It's a chase. And I was told by a man, they like the chase.
That's gross.
It is, like she said, it's intriguing.
That's
They
so
like
gross.
the chase. Like when you reject them,
Mm-hmm.
after, like she said, if you feel like, nope, wow, this is only like the second part of our conversation, I'm over it.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible.
When you get to that point,
Yeah.
they don't believe you. They don't believe that, I'm done, I'm over you. And they still try to pursue you.
That's a
They
sociopath.
Still, they still try to pursue
It
you. You can tell
is.
them, you're weird, drop dead, go to
Mental.
hell. And guess what? They're still going to be.
They're going to be still, hi, beautiful. Hey,
yeah.
hey, big head.
Unless you hit the block button, they're going to work on your nerves. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's more sad for them when you really think about it.
And another thing is I learned that with the chase,
Yeah.
you can you can be completely transparent with a person from the first word, from the word go.
Yeah.
The minute you message me on my profile and you say something to me, you can be completely transparent with them. I don't want to go fast. I don't want to have sex. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Completely transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute they find out that you're telling the truth, that you're serious about not having sex, that you're serious about not moving fast, guess what happens? The text messages slow down. If you're giving you your numbers, the call stops. After that, you've heard from this person every day since the first day that you talked to them. Once they figure out that you're telling the truth, everything slows down. Then all of a sudden it stops.
Well, see, that's why you need that window, because you'll see someone's intentions come out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. And are you guys involved in any online dating at the moment?
I am.
Yeah.
Not currently.
No. Why are you guys in that situation? Like, why are you currently just off, and why did you decide to jump back in?
Loneliness. Boredom.
Yeah. Prior to this one, have you been off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were off for a while.
I was off for a while.
Because you were in a relationship before, and things didn't work out.
Right. And so I jumped off.
Okay.
After the relationship, I waited, jumped back on,
Yeah.
then jump back off. Just loneliness and boredom.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, should I give it another try? Is it worth it? Do I have that kind of time?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Angelina, why are you off at the moment?
I'm just not interested in investing or putting forth the effort.
Well, right now you're thinking about Angelina.
Right.
You're worried about what you want to do, how to better your life. Yeah. It's a good time, I would say,
Yeah, absolutely.
to just have a me moment. So what do you guys look for in the future? What is it, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or do you not have a certain goal in mind? You're just kind of going to go with the flow now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm done putting a time frame on things or
Yeah.
expecting things to be some way, because they're not.
Because I think once you get older, you start to realize that things will come in due time. You know, I know we don't have forever. Forever can be very short sometimes.
Yes.
But it's like, let me not force what does not need to be forced.
Right.
And I think dating is a situation like that. I know for me, online dating, I never really did. Not these sites. Like, I've gone on there, I've looked at it to see what it's like, but I've never tried to get on there for any type of connection. But I think what I do is revisit old loves in hopes that we were 20 then, but we're 30 now. Maybe, you know what I mean? Where has your level gone? Is what I do. I always have done that.
I've never revisited
I'm
old
there
love.
too.
Yeah, she's like, it's a combination of a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I'm there too.
You've never revisited, you said. Choice.
Never, not once. Because for me, if it didn't work then, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work now. Yeah. I think I go back and forth with believing that, and then sometimes thinking we've both grown and maybe we can do it now.
Right.
So
There have been
pros and cons there too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean, I think,
and it's happened, of course.
I think with love, especially if it's going to be real, it's going to be hard. And not to say, because I go back and forth with the marriage thing. When people talk about marriage and they say, you know, it's work, and I'm just like, well, should it be work? Like, you jump back and forth with those things in your head of how a relationship should be. You know, you see people around your family go through shit or not shit or have happily marriages, whatever, and it really affects the way I think you look at things. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, when my parents have been together, dang, I think they're going on 39 years or something like that, 40 years, their anniversary in October. And I've seen nothing but great. Like, my dad be a great man, my mom be a good mother. But then you get older and you start to see, like, you guys had your shit too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, even with this perfect, you guys did it good. Absolutely. You had some type of connection. Absolutely. Because none of us kids saw anything. We just know our parents to love each other. That's it.
Yeah.
They did something good. Mm-hmm. They belonged together. Like I always say, my dad didn't know that much Spanish. My mom didn't know any English when they met. They somehow fell in love. That's crazy to me. So, like, you know,
love doesn't have a language.
Like it doesn't. Right? You know, it's a connection. And to say that, you know, you're only supposed to connect in one type of way and that there's not going to be issues, I think that that's false.
It is false.
You know? So that's why I think, especially in these situations, like, especially with women, you know, like, we can't judge other women. I've been through some shit. I've said some dumb shit that I look back and I'm like, what was I thinking? You know, if you're real with yourself, you're going to say that shit. You know what I mean? I was dumb. Sometimes I still do dumb shit or think dumb ways or act a certain way and I didn't mean to, you know what I mean? Absolutely. But that's being human.
Right.
And I just think people should maybe not put such a taboo on online dating. I think they're scared to say it like that, but you're doing it every day. When you're fucking saying some shit, some slick, flirty shit on Facebook, that's what it is. That's the same shit. Yeah. The moment you message me, here's my number, hit me up. Right. That's online dating. What do you think that was?
But I've always stood strong on when you meet somebody in person, you never really learn everything about that person, right? And you can start off with lack of communication. Sometimes you'll still pursue that. Yeah. But when it comes to being online, all you have is conversation until you allow it to go in whichever direction, right?
So you're giving it more space when you online date.
Exactly. And like myself, I've dealt with individuals who live in different states. They're not in the same state. Wow. So we don't have the option of seeing each other every day. Yeah. All we have is conversation. So I'm talking first lunch, break or whatever. Yeah. Every single one, we're on the phone with each other, connecting, learning about each other. Now, are they telling you everything that's true? Of course not.
Yeah.
Fabricating.
Of course not.
They're painting a pretty picture.
That's the con in that.
Yeah.
And then the pro in person would be you can actually see their demeanor. You can see the change. That you
can see them in different settings.
Exactly. Yeah. You see their expression. You see all of that, right? You sense the energy. When you're on the phone, you can't really depict what the truth from, from the lies are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a whole nother type of dating and getting to know people.
Right.
Because at that point in time, if I think your conversation level is not where I'm at, then I'm going to have to go ahead and leave this alone. And I won't even tell you. No hard feelings, just unmatched, and I'm going about my business.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the part you don't tell them. You're like,
yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We're not going to match. Yep.
Yeah.
This is over. Block, bye.
Like, you one word answering me every single question. I can't do that.
No.
Your mind
doesn't
expand.
One word thing. Oh, my God. How was your day? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you doing?
Nothing. Okay, no, I'm not.
Don't even ask me how my day is.
Yeah, the one word responses, that loses me immediately.
Yeah, it drives me absolutely
no substance.
I want to be talking to myself.
That's true.
Because you're not even going to respond. You're going to be like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Oh, that's cool. Like, nah.
Can we have a conversation?
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Like Kevin said, you be having a conversation with yourself. Oh, that's how we do it. Oh, really?
Man. And have any of these guys had kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
And would you say that their interaction with their children also brought you guys in? Maybe it was really good interaction.
For me, yeah. Probably for you. For me, mine was a turn off.
It was a turn off?
The interaction, there was none. And I know this sounds really bad, but I used to date guys. My preference was guys with no kids. I didn't date men with kids. It was just something I did not do. Because I'm not going to deal with your baby mama. I will kill her. I will kill you. I can't do it. So it's just something I chose.
Kill her.
Yeah, I can't.
Kill
especially if she's crazy. Like if she's gonna be all up in my face because of you, I'm not gonna deal. So my preference a long time ago was men with no kids. When I started dating men with kids, and I already had kids, their interaction with their kids was really important to me because I had kids, and my kids' dads were involved. Financially, probably not so much, but physically, they were there. So your interaction with your kid is important to me. If you tell me, yeah, I have 3 kids, but I ain't talked to them in 4 years, I'm immediately turned off by you. Why do you have 4 kids you haven't talked to, or 3 kids you haven't talked to in 4 years?
Yeah, that's not good.
What's the reason why you haven't talked to your kids in 4 years?
Right.
That's a turn off immediately.
Immediately for me.
Even right
it would
now
be too.
today.
Yeah, it would be for me too.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest one.
If you don't,
if you have
with your
children,
kid, there's something wrong.
Yes,
and it's not. I'm not going to blame it on the kids.
If
you're
you
the
can't
adult,
commit to your child, you're not committing to
commit
me.
Right?
What?
If you cannot talk to your kid
Your
in 4
kid?
years,
you created this little person.
Who am I? I'm chop suey in that case.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a turn off for me. Major.
Yeah, me too. So what do you guys think about what's the new, wasn't there a new one that came out? Maybe I am thinking of Tinder. I really don't know these online dating sites. What's some other ones that you guys been on?
I don't think Tinder is the newest one. And it's
really?
it's actually the only one that I've been on.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only been on DH and POF.
Okay.
And I tried Meet Me just recently. I don't like it. Don't like Meet Me. I don't know how to work it. It's weird.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that we know that's on there.
Yeah.
Really?
I bumped into cousins and
yes,
God,
yes,
coworkers.
I'll ask you off air who these people are. If you're listening, drop a comment. I want to see it.
Sometimes
Tell me your stories.
I'll swipe right just to see if
we match and you match.
Yeah.
Have you matched?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're like, nigga, what?
And I'll tell you, it's funny.
Oh my God.
Like,
then they
what
should
you doing on here?
Then they should holler. No.
What are you doing on here?
That's why I have no profile picture.
That's so funny. Oh, I should make one just to fuck around and see who I match with.
I choose not to.
I don't do none of those. None of those. You don't have no pictures.
I don't have a
profile. Oh, yeah, no. I would swipe left in a heartbeat.
I don't have a profile picture. That's why. I can't do it. No. I'll sit on the sidelines. You figure out who I am. No, can't do it.
When I'm talking about investing in conversation and we're going to start talking or getting to know each other, I need to video chat before I meet you in person.
So that there's no catfish situation happening.
Exactly.
Have you guys ever catfished with somebody?
No.
You've never met someone and they're completely different?
No. They've always been who they
are.
I've
always met who they say who they are.
On the outside, they've always been who they are.
Okay, all right.
That's a good kid. Yeah,
yes,
that's
ma'am.
that. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. That's a good way to describe
that. That sure is.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That's crazy.
I've also met people like on their profile pictures, they're not all that attractive, but when you get in front of them, like, damn, your profile picture didn't do you no justice.
Okay, they looked better.
You fine as a mother.
Okay.
But yeah, I've had that a couple times.
Yeah. That's the better
way, that's the pro.
Okay, that would be the pro.
Yeah.
That would be the
pro.
do
you know how to take pictures or not? Because
just bad angles, whatever.
Because you do not look like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I've had that a couple times actually.
Have you guys ever had situations where you meet this guy, but he turns out to be somebody that everybody knows?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've had it once.
No, you never had
I've
that?
never had that experience.
I've had it once.
Wow. They ended up, you ended up having mutual friends and things like that? Or like,
Well,
I
yeah,
know you
that-
used to
Mutual friends.
Oh, yeah?
And family.
Yeah.
Family.
And family. More so like we actually grew up together without growing up together. Meaning he knew more of my family and I knew more of his family than we actually knew.
Ah, okay. All right.
And so he was very local. I just didn't know it at the time. So yeah.
Would you guys say that there's a certain point that you'll get to that you'll just be like, I'm just gonna be done with it?
I'm almost there.
Really?
Yeah.
And then in what situation would you like? Would it have to take for you meeting someone
Yes.
to be done with it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my last attempt. I already made that up in my mind.
Really?
Yeah. I'm over the whole dating thing anyway. I'm like, because it's almost like working a second job. You have to find the person, get to know the person, learn the person, figure the person out, make sure that everything they're telling you is true. You almost have to be a private investigator, and it takes a lot out of you. And whether we want to believe it or not, it takes a lot. People with children, it takes a lot from our family life, because you're so busy trying to fix your own life, your personal life, trying to find that other part of you, quote unquote, and before you know it, you've put so much work into it, and then either it progresses or it fails.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like working a second job. And I'm almost done with it.
Yeah.
This will be, I won't do it again. This is like it for me. I was never a digital person to begin with. I never was online. I never was on this or that. I just got a cell phone in 2010.
Yeah.
I always had a house phone.
Yeah.
So this is still something kind of sort of new to me.
True.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I've never been a digital person. I just opened a Facebook 2011.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was, and then I just recently closed it because I found myself on there for hours.
Mm.
I found myself entertaining myself for hours on Facebook. And I mean just literally scrolling.
Right.
Scrolling.
Just looking
Looking
at
at
different
everybody
things.
else's life. What happened here? What happened there? For hours, I would be looking down at my phone and wouldn't even realize it. I would start at 5 p.m. and by 8:30, I'm like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I've been looking at this phone for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot. It's a lot when you're trying to, I don't know, it's just a lot, when it comes to the online situation. So I'm almost over it.
What about you, Angelina?
I haven't really thought about it too deep into it anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm such an introvert, and
Yeah.
that was the reason why I gravitated towards that anyway. Like, this to me is no different than us being on the party line.
Oh my
Back
God,
in
the
the day.
party
Oh, girl,
line.
that party line. We did that.
I love that damn thing.
Right.
That was
we were
fun.
on the party line meeting people that we've never met before. It's no different.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing.
It's the same shit.
And that's the one thing I never did was a party line.
Really?
I've heard all the horror stories and all the interactions, but I never did it myself. Was the party line?
Oh,
We
we've had horror stories.
Really?
We've had
Wow.
different stories. We've had all kinds of stories.
Wow.
But yeah.
But it's not anything that I would say, oh my God, I regret that. So it's
I don't.
Whatever.
I don't regret
we've
it.
had our experiences.
Because actually it was just one really situation that happened off the party line. We didn't meet anybody else.
Yeah.
That ended up being pros, cons, and in between. So
I think the party line probably is what started this whole digital shit.
I think so. The dating
Yeah.
stuff, I think you're right.
It did.
I think you're so right.
But I never tried
And
it,
you
not
used to
once.
remember when you used to be able to hang up on them if you didn't like what they were saying
Yes.
or whatever? Same
Yes.
thing. Same thing. You didn't have to keep talking to them.
Yep. Oh, Snikes.
But on the party line, they didn't see your face.
They didn't
Online,
see-
they see your face.
Yeah, they see you. Yeah. Your uploaded pictures, you're this. You're literally going off of a voice on the party line.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
crazy. But they used to try to describe themselves. Oh my God. We had a friend that had this whole spill ready to go every single time.
Oh my God.
Oh, you always got to say how old you are.
Right.
What else would they say? How old you are? What you're mixed with?
Yeah.
Like what you are or whatever.
You had so
I'm looking
long
for
to
this,
record.
this. Yeah. That shit was crazy. That's fun though. Anybody else hop in that party line? Let me know. We could talk about it. But yeah, so what else is going on in life though? Let's separate the men from it all. Like, how are you guys? Daily? Where are you at mentally? Are you guys working out? How's work? How's just daily life for you? Take the kids, take the men out of it. How is Choice and Angelina? That's what I want to know.
Wow. That's a deep question.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking to myself.
That's a deep question.
I was just sitting here thinking,
guys.
wow, how do you take the kids out of it? Let's see.
It's hard, but I tell you, I have to do it for myself just to keep my identity.
Yes, you do.
Because I need that peace.
You do.
Or I can't do it.
I tell her that all the time.
Yeah.
I tell Angelina that all the time.
You need it. You definitely do. I think that just, that's the progression that's got to be there. So what do you guys do for yourselves? Like, what's something that you enjoy to do? Maybe you haven't done it in a long time. You want to get to it. What makes you guys happy? Just a little thing.
Shop therapy.
I will tell you, mine is getting my feet done and stuff, and I had not done that for a long time, and I got it done today, and I feel so good about it. It was kind of weird. This guy had my foot all in the air, scrubbing my. I'm like, do you have to lift?
To look at it because my foot don't need to be that far.
He's scrubbing my
I'm
heels,
sorry.
right? It's a pedicure. He's scrubbing my heels, but why do you have to lift my leg that high? You do not. You're on a bench, like on the floor. Why are you lifting my head up over my head and shit? What the fuck is this?
How was you get some type of cheap thrill out of this?
Yeah, like what is all that about?
But I got my leg down. Put my leg down.
But I got my pretty purple toes, and I'm happy.
It was such an experience. I didn't get to walk out with the color I chose.
I know. She had to go to option B.
Aw.
It sucks, but it came out pretty though. Still. So what do you guys want?
But I mean, I don't know. Going back to the question of how am I? I'm present.
Yeah,
I'm present. When a lot of people use that expression, I'm alive. I'm just existing.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I feel right now. I just lost my aunt on Mother's Day.
I know.
Dealing with that.
I know. Yeah.
Having to still deal with my dad and being in his state.
I know. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And then work. Work is a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother subject, and that can really bring you down. So, I mean, I'm going through my storms right now. Mm-hmm. And it's a test of faith. It's a test of your strength.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
How much you can endure.
Yeah.
And I thank God for, making me strong.
Yeah.
Boy.
You're like, why? All these lessons, God.
Yeah. If I was
I'm trying.
else, I probably would have jumped off a bridge a long time ago or something,
Yeah.
But sometimes I literally drive past Owens in Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. I drive past there to keep me humble. Yeah. To keep me in my right spirit.
There you go.
To keep me balanced. Because I know that it can always be worse.
This is true.
You know what I mean? So I always, just to, it's like a reality check. Yeah. Just a self-check. Yeah. And God, thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for it not being to this point.
That's what I do every morning, can I just say? Because I wake up at 5:30 every morning and I meditate. And the only thing you got to do is say thank you. That's it. Mm-hmm. As simple as that. And go about your business for the rest of the day. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't compare your situations to other people's situations.
Right.
Don't down another woman. I can't stand that shit.
I learned not to do that.
Don't down women. Don't take advantage of your friends.
Right. No, please don't.
And you know what? That word, you just said it. Friends.
Yeah.
That word is used so loosely these days. But let me go back to your question. So, yes. How Choice is doing?
Yes, let's get there.
I don't like she said. I don't set long term anymore. I used to. When I was in my 20s, I used to.
Yeah.
Now I just wake up and thank God that I woke up.
You start there.
You start there.
Yeah.
And then you just go on. Whatever comes that day, deal with it. And
and then move on.
Because if you pile it up, that's when you start to crash. So I'm dealing. It's a lot that I'm going through as well. I also just lost a family member.
I'm sorry.
Friday, June 22nd. And it's difficult dealing with death. Me and death we've never gotten along. I'm not a person that will say, "Oh, I lost this person," and just kind of, I know it lingers with me for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I don't care what the relation was. You could have been my friend, my coworker, my whatever, my ex-boyfriend, whatever. When I hear of your passing, it affects me in a major way. And I don't even realize it until it actually happens. So I'm a lot like Angelina. I just deal with it as it comes.
Yeah.
And I just thank God that I'm able to feed my kids, that I'm able to go to work, that I'm able to function as a normal human being. I'm not out of my mind. I haven't lost my mind. And I just thank God for the progression. And what brings me center is that I think of where I came from. I think of my upbringing and what I went through. And that's what brings me center, because it could be much worse.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think what we can take away for sure out of this conversation is that we all go through the ups, the downs. It doesn't even matter which way it comes to you, because it's coming to everybody.
Nobody's excluded from struggle.
Oh, no.
Nobody.
No.
I don't care how high you are.
Even I was going to say, even the richest people. That's crazy. Fucking, what's her name? The purse maker that committed suicide? Kate Spade. Look at. Who would have? I never would in my life imagine that I would see even Kate Spade's name in something other than that purse. And she committed suicide. It's crazy. I don't have it that bad. Robin Williams.
He was like
he's a comedian.
I thought he was like the happiest person alive.
Right. Like a for real clown.
Seriously.
Like a real
Seriously.
clown. Yeah.
His death really shocked me. It really did.
And to say that I'm not even feeling like that. And I don't got all that shit. All the money and the awards and stuff.
Right.
And he felt like that?
Right.
My life is all right.
The funniest person I ever, like one of the funniest people.
Yes. Yeah.
They have to, fill higher expectations. The pressure on them.
The pressure
is worse than
it goes from them something they love to the thing that drives them to have to do it because now other people are dependent on it.
I agree.
That's why there's a lot of celebrities that commit suicide, or they become drug addicts and overdose. And that's because the reality is they're living it every single day. Yeah, it's always a turn up type,
Oh,
so
I can't.
To speak. I cannot be on that.
I can't do it.
And the bar is set so high for them.
Right. It's like going into these situations where you want people to be like with me with the show and stuff. Like I want people to invest in what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so much even like it's therapeutic for me. What this is. It's not driving me to I'm not doing it because I'm seeking like $1 million or some shit. Like I'm not even thinking of it from that perspective. I just like what this is. Right. I can talk to people about this stuff and people are gonna listen back and relate to what we're talking about. That's all I care about. Is somebody the connections.
Else is going through,
yeah, I've made some serious connections with some of our guests. You know what I mean? Or people off of Facebook. It's the same shit. The online dating. It all, you know what I mean? I found a friend off of this shit. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
you don't have to sleep with everybody you meet.
That too, okay? You want to throw that out there? Yeah, let's throw that out there too.
You don't have to sleep with everybody.
No, you don't. Because it's the same. And that's what I'm saying.
You gain friendships. Like, really, really, you establish, great bonds with people that you never thought you would ever come across. And you probably wouldn't outside of the apps and
That's true.
Social media.
I mean, the guy at the grocery store, I can bump into him, but I still got to get to know him.
Right. Exactly.
So
I I don't really frown on it like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I know who I am as a woman, and I'm very in tune with myself. So I don't really think about it like that.
That's good.
I'm just like, if we end up being cool, we end up being cool. If we don't, bye.
Right.
Life continues.
Life absolutely continues. And before we get out of here, do you guys have some final thoughts for me? Anything that you want to discuss? Get off your chest. Let's let it all out. Let's let it all out.
No, like what? In what sense?
I don't know. Just maybe some goals you might have for yourself for the rest of the year. Let's see. We have 6 months left.
Oh, yeah.
We're right at the halfway mark. We're on June 30th. Today we're recording.
Wow.
We're creeping into July.
Yeah.
So we're in the second half of this year.
Jesus Christ.
What's a small goal that you guys can think of that you want to accomplish? Mine right now is just writing. I got back into writing. I was telling Angelina this. We used to journal all the time. We had journals every day. I know one thing that Oprah does, a few other people that I love do. They say, if anything, keep a journal. Just write. Mm-hmm. You don't even know what you're going to write. Maybe you write one sentence today. Maybe you write 5 paragraphs tomorrow. Like, you don't know. Right. Just pick it up and write. So that's what I've been doing. That's my goal. Is I started a blog, so everybody can go check out my blog. I will share it on all my social media. Awesome. But it's with love, Lex Love is what it's called, and it's on WordPress. So I'll put the links, and you guys can. But yeah, every Wednesday that's going to come out. So I'm dedicated to pushing it and just writing. Just writing what feels good to me. And if anybody wants to read, cool. If you want to start your own blog, I'll let you, kind of walk you through it the way I started it if you need to. But yeah, it's cool. I love writing. So that's my focus for the rest of the year. So what about you guys?
I think mine would have to be just healing. Mm-hmm. Healing, getting back to a peaceful state of mind, not so chaotic.
Slowing down and looking at life.
When a lot of things happen in your life, it's like it bombards you all at one time. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know really how to carry this load on top of every other load, Mm-hmm. But I have really great friends, really great friends that keep me level-headed. Mm-hmm. And without them, I would feel like I was completely alone. So I'm thankful for my circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
Yeah, I gotta second that. Definitely the healing prospect of
just
it.
Healing
and becoming more financially stable.
Me too.
Getting out of the situation I created for myself, and just staying level-headed.
Yeah.
Not letting everything pile up and you crumble.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I throw a long term in there, though?
Throw it in there.
Long term would be traveling.
Yes.
I want to get to a point where I am able to explore the world and experience different cultures and different people. Mm-hmm. Because there's so much lack of humanity right now that the world just needs to love each other.
Yes.
I've been very down about I know you and all of us, like, things that we've been hearing in the news and stuff that's been happening in different places that we're not even at. But just being a human, it's normal to feel this, right? It's normal to feel the pain.
It's so savage out there right now. These stories are so heartbreaking to me.
It is, very.
It is.
What's the kid that they
slaughtered?
Lissandro.
Yes. R.I.P. to him.
Yes, the 15-year-old
It's absolutely horrible, man.
I just want to shout out. I just want to condolences to his family, because that is nuts.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was some savage shit.
I
told her, we were having this conversation and we were like, that's some shit out of a jungle.
It is.
You don't do that.
They thought they were on the island.
You don't do that.
Some damn trees and shit.
He was the wrong individual.
Yeah.
Huh?
He was the wrong person.
Yeah, he was.
Mistaken identity. Poor baby, just there, And
but it's like the people in the bodega didn't try to protect him.
Yeah.
It hurts to see that video of
where
him
they're
going
shooing
to
him
them
out
first to try to get protection, and then they shoot.
I didn't
let
watch
them come
any
in
of
there
that.
and drag him out of the store.
I saw him grabbing the door, trying to stay in.
Trying to stay in.
Yeah.
I
just
watch
have those images.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't watch it. That's why I don't watch it.
Him getting slaughtered like an animal.
That's terrible, man.
condolences to his family because that's terrible.
Yeah.
And today was the protests all in the different cities for the immigrations and how they've been separating the kids from.
Oh my goodness, yes.
They're literally in prison. That's the way my boyfriend put it earlier.
They are.
They're in prison. He said, do you know that they get yard time? He said, that's yard time. The way that they're trying to, I forgot the word that they're trying to use it as, but they're giving them yard time. That's the shit you do in prison where you let them outside for a little bit and then you make them go back in. They're sleeping in cages on fucking cold floor with those silver, I forgot what they're called, those matte looking things that are supposed to keep you warm that they use
like
in
they
NASA.
give the homeless.
That looks like foil or some shit.
Yeah, it keeps insulation.
Do you know that they had a 3-year-old go to a court hearing with no parents? 3 years old?
Get
Why
out.
is he at a court hearing? No, yeah.
Wow.
This is how they're treating these immigrants.
It's
and
crazy.
these kids don't know that this audio came out with them screaming mommy and daddy and all this. Oh, it's just heartbreaking. The youngest one was like 9 months old. How you take a baby away from its mother? Please tell me that. That is against the law.
What's the difference between what Trump is doing to the immigrants and what Hitler did to all those people, right? What's the difference? The difference is you're not killing these people yet.
That's terrible.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if that's something
that
ended up happening, right? Because there's so many of them.
One will die and they'll try to cover it up.
Right, exactly, because that's what they do, right?
That's crazy.
But there's no difference. It's like, why are we reverting backwards when we should be
going
moving
backwards.
forward?
We are definitely backwards.
Yes.
He brought America back a few years, for sure.
He did.
All the racists are out. Our president is racist.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Our president is racist.
Yeah.
It's a clown show.
People had more respect for people. Maybe not a whole lot, but there's definitely a difference.
It's a difference, absolutely.
I don't even care if it's something as simple as walking to an establishment that you're going to buy something from and them treating you like...
The Starbucks guys.
The customer service is just awful.
They kicked him
Starbucks
out.
situation just made my stomach turn. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
I said, that was like some counter shit when
It
they,
just made my stomach
back in the day when
recently,
it said colored folks not allowed and shit. That's basically what you just did.
Exactly.
You
They
told the
recently
colored
shut
people to
down
get out.
Starbucks. They shut down Starbucks for like a half a day.
To go through sensitivity training and all that
to train
stuff.
their associates on how to deal with that.
Good.
They shut
I'm
down.
glad somebody
every
did.
chain shut down for half a day. But you're a day late and a dollar short, if you ask me. Why did it take that for you to do that?
It's crazy.
Why did it take that for you to do that? You should have been.
Every company should do it. Point blank.
Oh, yeah.
Point blank. They better start with the police department. Because what kind of weirdos do you got in there? Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
I can't with life. That's why we have to keep our sanity.
Yes.
Man.
You know what I like what I've been seeing in the stores, those stickers that say I can't adult today. I love those. Oh my God.
Let me go back. Oh, but then they killed our childhood by closing Toys R Us though.
Yes. Why did they do that? That devastated me.
I know.
They got those
Bring back
crazy ass
Toys R
pictures
Us.
of Jeffrey.
They did it dramatically.
Right, they did.
They made an exit that was so
And
dramatic.
Babies R Us.
Yeah.
Babies R Us.
Hashtag Toys R Us
I
come back.
need a new car seat. Now I got to order off Amazon.
See?
I'm so mad about it. Could have just went up the street to Babies R Us.
Babies R Us was a nice store.
It was,
so
it was really
cute.
nice.
It was.
Now where's everybody going to do their registry?
Walmart and Target.
Yeah.
Damn it. IKEA? No.
Yeah.
The baby needs no.
Right.
He's a whole dresser.
A whole dresser, yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Hashtag Toys R Us come back.
Please. Something like it.
It's crazy.
They're going to fuck around and come back. And they're going to be like all new and shiny.
I hope they do come back.
You know what was one that closed for me too? FAO Schwartz.
My God, that was my favorite toy store for my kids.
In Caesar's
Palace forever.
With the big ass
The three-story, yes.
that you walk
Yes,
through.
yes, yes.
That store was magical.
I've been to the one in New York.
I know. I'm so jealous. That's the one on Home Alone.
Yeah, and they closed it. But I had been out to that. It was beautiful.
Yes,
it was something out of a movie.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Elevator-
Home Alone.
Yeah.
My favorite movie.
I know. But the elevator was a robot. Like it was just
robot.
so cute. It was.
It's
really
still
cute. It had
there?
a big piano. No, they took it out. They closed it.
No! Did that company close?
I believe so.
Are you serious?
I'm so sad.
Yeah, I believe they closed both of them. That store is not there anymore.
I took my kids to that
You
store. I
kill
bet
me.
you, like, forever when they were in the Caesar's
When I
Palace.
was
Yeah.
a teenager, the babies.
The babies.
Yes, that's what I love.
We used
the
to go look
babies.
at the babies. They were
Yes,
so
what
real.
that's what me and my
They were
daughter
so
used to
cute.
do.
We used
And
to
the
look
babies
up-
used to breathe. Oh my God.
It was creepy.
I loved
but
it.
they were so cute.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, we used to go
I used to be
there.
like, that's what your baby would look like. We used to do things like that. It's so funny. I miss that toy store.
Absolutely love
They had
that
all,
store.
at Christmas time. So pretty at Christmas
They don't
time.
really have like authentic, old school toy stores anymore.
No, they don't. What I like
What
about
happened to KB? I don't even see KB anymore.
no, you don't see that one. I think they were one of the
They were
first
beside the
Meadows.
Meadows. KB toy store.
Yeah, they took a lot of stores out of Meadows.
But why take away these toys? Why the one store that specializes in that? Why take it away?
I don't know. I think everybody is online shopping now, and
That
their
kills a
their
lot.
prices are better than in the store.
That kills a lot.
It does.
I like online shopping, but I gotta touch stuff. I gotta try on.
Me too.
stuff.
I feel you.
I
Yeah.
gotta,
Yeah. Especially with our makeup and our perfumes, we want to
exactly.
see that.
I
and
don't
hold
buy
it.
stuff on like clothes. I don't buy online.
I couldn't do it. I'd have to
Other
try it
stuff
out. Well,
I
I might
will.
try it. It depends. Because there's a couple little things I see online, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of cute.
yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But
And Forever 21, our favorite store.
oh yeah, I love their stuff.
They like all their stuff that's exclusive online is all the nice stuff that we like to wear. And then
Oh,
when you
that's
go in
true.
the store,
It's different.
they don't have anything.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, who's gonna be wearing all these 80s colors?
80s colors, this bright ass lime green looking ass.
All these neon colors. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
not what we're looking for. And then you go online, they have the nicest stuff.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So it forces you to shop online.
It does, but you know, it is what it is. But all right, ladies, this is a serious girl talk.
It was.
I loved it
was.
every
Yes.
single moment.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Of course, it'll happen again because we're gonna start having these little wine nights and their little shows, and it's gonna be awesome. We'll discuss different topics, of course. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We missed the show last week. Sorry. But here's our show, and we got a few more shows in the season. So continue looking for us. You can find us on Snapchat, IG, and Facebook, like Water for Chocolate Podcast. You can find me, Lex Love Beats, on IG and Twitter. And I've gotten pretty active on the Facebook page because I know that was kind of dying, but we brought it back and join in on the conversation. So thanks, guys, for listening. Bye.